inside for Albert. Albert will get the score. It's farewell. He tapped into a legend and probably rugby league immortality. That's not a try, that's a miracle.
Welcome back to Roo and the 15th, heading into round 20 of the NRL season. We are living in a world that is post a New South Wales Blues famous victory. It's a good time to be alive, T.
Absolutely it is, yeah. One of the downsides to the Origin period is we sort of get a little bit inconsistent with the Roo and the 15 show in terms of it becomes the Origin review show,
Yes,
which is
yeah.
it has its own upside as well, obviously. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you got to go away and do your job for the state that's required of you. But it's nice to be coming back here post-Origin period, post-bye round, poosling and shit show football and starting to build our run towards the finals.
Yeah, well, you're coming back to Clubland footy here on a Thursday afternoon, and it's also about, I hear coaches talk about you come back to Clubland and you got to repay your teammates, the opportunity they've given you to go play rep football. Your teammate in Katadad, welcome to the show. How are you?
Very well, guys. Thank you so much. It is I do echo what you've said about Origin. We get it. We fall into the Origin bubble, but it's nice to come back and just talk some regular club footy again, isn't it?
It's good to be back. Feels like home.
It is. And I just want to point out, guys, quickly, we copped a lot of shit for wearing headgears game too.
Yeah, we did.
A lot of people trying to make the association between the flogging we received and the headgears.
The lack of sex we were having.
For some of us, absolutely.
Proceed. Shout out Sowie.
Yeah. Keep your head up, champion. But look, we went away. We looked at it. We worked hard. We came back. We thought, what can we do as a bit of a point of difference? Obviously, leading into our new market work. A few messages about being on TV and whatnot, celebrating the state after a Nathan Cleary try. I think we played our role pretty well.
I think so. I think we nailed that. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that we were more integral than, like, say, Nath or Cam or some of the boys, but I could hear arguments.
I could hear arguments. I could hear loud arguments, yeah. I haven't actually told you two this yet, but I just came back from the About Even episode where the boys knew, someone messaged them immediately saying I never put on my Cam Murray bet. So they've known for 2 weeks and I've been trying to hide it and get away with it, and it all blew up in my face a little bit earlier
on
today.
The show.
So yeah, I actually think it'd be funny. There would be some Channel 9 footage somewhere of everybody celebrating the Cam Murray try and me just sitting in the corner going, fuck.
Well, you
which I'd love to get my hands on.
You went bananas initially.
Initially, yes, bananas were had.
You forgot.
Yes.
And then you realised
then
very
reality
quickly.
set in. So I would love to see a tape of when Cam Murray puts the ball down, and then I'd love to see a tape of when Nath Cleary kicks the goal and I am just Ralph Wiggum in absolute fucking despair. Because it's out there. I know it is.
It has to, well, I saw it live too.
Yeah.
Because I turned to you to say, like, I was sort of coming from the angle of, surely that locks you in terms of being clear of any stand-up comedy at the end of the year. No. And then you had your head in your hands, and I thought, what the
yeah,
try.
pretty rattling. But can't win them all. It'd just be good to win one fucking occasionally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, especially when it's always worse when you think you've won.
Well,
and you haven't.
It meant that I lost 7 units, but it meant that I was up 13, then I lost 7. So I essentially lost 20 units as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, 20 units swing, which is heartbreak.
Devastating. Yeah, it's hard to take. So yeah, it's a gaping hole between Sebo and Eddie, and then me and Tom. So it's me and Tom sort of tussling for stand-up
Have
comedy.
you started to sort of lean into the idea of...
Yeah, I got a notes page.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I got a couple of things that I've noticed just around, I go to the shops and I pick up on certain things. I go to the post office, I notice certain things that I think, this might be an observation that I think is quite funny. But none of them are overly funny to me.
So you're going observational comedy?
I think so. I'm not trying to pick a type of comedy just yet because there's a lot of bets to go down.
There is.
There's a lot of rugby league to be played. I'm actually betting really fucking well this year. The spoon has fucked me. This thing has fucked me. So I don't think I'm going to be doing it. I'm reasonably confident I won't be. But if I am, yes, I am going to have to find a bit of style of comedy.
You've had a few bets that you haven't posted too, which is
correct.
We've got to start turning that around a bit.
I do. It's it should be a lot simpler than what we all make it look.
Yes. And I don't want to ask you to give away any of your material by any means, but I do want a definitive answer. Having started to put some notes together when you're down at IGA at Mascot, shout out to them. Are you more settled at the idea if I do lose, it's actually not that bad? Or are you more like, oh, fuck, I need to start posting my bets on the feed?
I'm not as nervous about the stand-up as the other guys are. I think it'll be hilarious. And I think it'll be a tyre fire no matter who does it outside of Sebo, but it won't be Sebo. Sebo's betting too well. It'll be me, Eddie, or Tom, one of us. Tom's really nervous about it. Tom's surprisingly nervous about it. I'm well and truly comfortable in sitting in the fact that I'll be dreadful at it. And I already know that. So I will be blind drunk, if so.
Yep.
And I'll do it and I won't remember it. So I'm okay with it. I don't want to do it, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm sort of in a comfortable spot with it.
You sort of,
if that makes sense.
You're sort of bearing yourself free.
I've accepted if this happens, it's going to be shithouse and
Great
it's going to be the longest 5 minutes of your life. But as per everything in my life, fantastic content. Absolutely fantastic content.
I mean, whoever it does end up being, I can't wait to be there front and center watching it.
It's
going to be outstanding.
if it's not me, I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it.
It's almost less funny if it is good.
I think so. Yeah. Well, this is the other thing the listeners don't know. I've actually also got a bet in my Supercoach draft comp of about 8 of us that whoever scores the least amount of points this year has to do stand-up comedy as well. And I'm actually second last at that at the moment. So there's a world where I have to do this twice, in which case I'll get to test out my first set of material, see how much it brings the house to its knees, and then either adapt or use it again, which I'm undecided on yet.
That is
Or
so
I
exciting.
combine all my mates in my real life with my content mates in one room and just make it the worst 5 minutes of my life.
If you could pull it off where it's like 2 birds, 1 stone, that'd be pretty outstanding.
Yeah, it would be, but it's sort of it's George Costanza worlds colliding. You don't like quality TV shows, so you might not understand that one. But Seinfeld, very good.
Hey, I'm not anti Seinfeld. I don't want that going on the record. I can appreciate. I'm not a super fan like you, like having it in my Facebook name and shit.
Like
But-
us, sorry.
Oh, is this an us thing? Is it?
Yeah, Kat's a super fan. Would you describe yourself as a super fan, Kat?
Not these days, but I was raised on Seinfeld. Like it was on more than anything else growing up.
Good. Yeah. And you can see where we both ended up in life.
It's not a bad point.
Not a bad point.
Sound like Darren Lockyer. Apologies.
Who I believe is actually like a distant cousin of ours. Do you know that?
Darren Lockyer.
Like a very distant cousin, but he is, yeah.
I'm so glad that the ball playing toughness and physicality skipped a few generations. It's
Yes. Yeah. We didn't get much of Lockie. We did not get much of Lockie, the two of us.
Great. If he found out,
Some of us did, but we did not.
yeah, there's a couple.
There's a couple that did.
Have a bit about it. Not us.
A couple
two.
that did.
Not us.
Shout
two.
out to one of them. He'll be listening.
Is Michael Wayman a distant relative? Because we want to pick up some of that as well.
Hey, autumnal premiers.
Yeah, Division 1.
Yeah, right. Pretty
It was,
tough matchup in the GF.
Yeah, we were just clinical.
Yeah.
I think the final score might have been 13-3 or something. Let them score
yeah.
late, mercy rule.
Clive?
Look, I wouldn't say Clive, but I was clipping through my season highlights this morning,
Yes.
as normal people do, and
Yeah,
I
Do you have 2 minutes at the lights, did you?
God, it was like an hour and a half of footage. It was unbelievable, which is exciting. But as everyone sort of knows, if you're in the space, autumn's one thing, and autumnal Div 1 comp it's definitely a nice little thing to have on the resume. But summer Div 1's probably
Yeah. It's
well on off.
Would it rate would the value be higher or lower than it's obviously not the NRL Premiership. Is it like a City Country? Is it a Auckland Nines? Is it a AMCO Cup? How would you sort of is it a Tri Nations? Is it a
And autumnal Div 1, what's the equivalent?
Yeah.
It'd be like if City versus Country and the Auckland Nines had a baby.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's in between the two there.
It's sort of like a hybrid of those two, I
Yeah,
would say.
okay.
Because but I was in here an argument.
I think it's closer to Nines than City Country if I had a gun to my melon.
Yes, well, you'd say that, but then I was thinking about this last night, and I don't know where I sit on it, because in summer you got a lot of the footy players that come back in, right? And they play for fun in the off season.
Yeah.
If you're there in autumn, you're either you got nothing better to do like me, or you're like an Oz tag.
Yes.
Sweat. So all the sweats are out and about and
Yes,
playing.
yeah,
but they are in summer as well, and obviously a lot of the footy players are freaks too. So
Yeah.
there's no doubt summer's definitely better.
So summer's like Origin.
Yes.
Winter.
Winter would be Auckland Nines. Like the winter comp itself would be Auckland Nines.
Okay.
But the autumn comp, I would say, somewhere between Auckland Nines and City Country.
Can I tell you what the autumn comp is? I think I've got it. I think it's the Prime Minister's 13.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I think
That's probably fair.
everyone else is doing more important things, and you're got your dick in your hand, and you just happen to be free, so you go and play in the Prime Minister's third A.
Love
Is
to
how
hear
I
say
would
that to
describe
Talis
it.
Duncan's face because I completely disagree with that. Completely disagree with that, Talis. If you listen.
Who did get man of the match? Do they still give out an MOM? I think they used
No,
to.
they
back
don't.
in
We
the
used to
day.
get hoodies and shit. So yeah, I had to
You
go
get
give us
hoodies
sizes
now?
after. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
I thought we might get given it on the spot,
I
but no,
swear
it's
they
an order
used to
job.
do man of the matches there.
Maybe in summer they do. I don't
Yeah.
know. We full transparency, the other team had 6 players. We ran a train through them, but they had 6 players.
Yeah,
So
right.
it was a bit.
It's not what you anticipated, though, did you?
No, absolutely not. There was chat that we might have 7 players, they might have 7. And we've had 8, but we had a couple of boys who hadn't really played all year that stepped in, or one
Yeah,
in
right.
particular.
Well, I actually had a look through the team list, the grand final photos. I saw 2 Mugioses, who I recognised immediately.
There's 3 of
handsome
us.
Devils.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the third Mugios.
Yes.
I noticed Will Durkin. I
Yep.
noticed Riley Durkin. I noticed Kai Sinkovic has grown 7 feet since I've fucking seen him, which is terrifying. Kid on the end, blonde kid, short kid. Never seen him before. Who be they?
Might have been Will.
Will.
I don't know his last name.
Okay.
Escapes me.
Was Harry playing that side?
Riley as well, obviously.
Yeah, I saw Riley. Yeah. Is Haz in that one or not?
No, he's not. But we had a really tall guy by the name of Liam who hadn't really played
Yes.
too much all year. I nicknamed him Toops.
Toops,
On the grand final day.
nice.
So if you saw my mic'd up video of my grand final, it was 80% Toops, and me
Nice.
just cheering for Toops to win because that's the kind of friend I am.
My dog Wally, he's starting to get into a real habit on our walks. He takes exactly 2 poos, so I'm calling him Daniel from now on. Beck hates it. Thinks it's the dumbest thing ever.
That's so funny because my dog Neville Costigan does the exact same thing. So
Yeah, I walk back in every time I let her know how Daniel went. And she knows that means he did a daily double the kid. It's amazing, man. No matter how short or long our walk is, always the double.
2 poos.
It's like he can tell if we're going to the end of the street or if we're doing the whole of mascot, and he just times his shits perfectly. It's unbelievable.
Tell you what, Anthony's out there somewhere fucking filthy. It's the forgotten Tupu.
Oh, what a player Anthony Tupu was. Was he like a bit before your time? Do you remember like...
No, he was sort of like peak. Sort of, I was 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I just accidentally did a 6 to 7. Said that. Oh fuck, that's a worry. Yeah, he was sort of when I was like peak obsession, falling in love with footy as a kid. He was sort of in and around it at the Chookies, at the Sharks.
Early days, he was unbelievable.
He was one of those guys where I remember him mainly as a back rower,
Yes, yeah,
mainly
yeah,
off the
yeah.
bench, but he played just centre, didn't he?
Yeah, he's when he started, he was just playing as a middle. I never forget that try that he set up in the 04 grand final. He put Minicello under the sticks. He broke that game open out of nowhere, like running at that Bulldogs pack. Fucking crazy. Remember Tupu when he first came into first grade, like he'd run out on the field and like, if you go back and watch those old tapes of him in his first few games, Brad Fittler is like grabbing him by the collar, fucking stand here, just dragging him around the place because he was just, but he found his feet very quickly. But then he just, I don't know, it's like he just fell off the side of a cliff, Anthony Tupu.
Yeah,
Went to Cronulla.
Yeah, I've got vivid memories of him in that black jersey.
Yeah, he definitely went to Cronulla, and then I think he went over to England. He might have had a few injuries and stuff, but yeah, he was a kangaroo in the very early days. I think he played Origin, and then
I've looked him up on, and it got his Instagram.
Talk to me, Kat.
And he's got a post from 580 weeks ago, which I think is like 10 years ago,
It's a lot of years ago.
where he's had a full like jaw reconstruction.
Anthony Tupu had a jaw
Yeah.
reconstruction.
As in,
Yeah.
because he had to.
He
'cause
called
broke his
himself
jaw, I assume.
Anthony Supu. To get it?
Nice.
Say again?
Anthony Supu. He could only have soup.
Jaw. Suit.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Is that because he injured it like doing contact, or because he was going through like a looks maxing phase? Does it say?
Let's have a look.
You'd assume
Yeah,
injury.
can you get up his career, Kat, and get back to us with some? He's 43 years old. I didn't realize he was that old.
That old? That's not that old. He's been out of
Like
the game
it's
a while.
rugby league old.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think he was
he-
10 years older than me. But I guess that kind of makes sense.
Did you know he came back and played? I know what you mean though.
For the
actually, when you
Knights?
say that, yeah, he came back and
Yeah,
played
the
4 games for the
Knights.
Knights. I don't remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it now you say
Well,
it,
guys, there
but,
goes my guess who for this week.
Hurts. That would have been a
Nah,
good one.
joking.
By the way, he played Autumn Oztag between 05 and 07, 3 games for the Prime Minister's third A.
Did he?
Good to see.
It says here post career that he's taken up a job as rugby league guru's dog as well, which is interesting.
All right. This is what this show is all about, and I absolutely fucking love it. I don't know where we were or how we got there, but have you got some upsets for us this week?
I do. So from the week just gone, the main one was obviously Sharks gave the Dolphins one of the great Australian
Well, the main
poundings.
one was New South Wales. Fuck you, Queensland. But
Well,
proceed.
sorry, of course.
Yes.
But yeah, I guess the Battle of the Ocean, if you will.
The Aquatic Cup.
The Aquatic Cup. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and the Sharks definitely dominated the aquarium space last Saturday. 66-0. We spoke about it in depth on Monday. I think that we'll get to it, but the Dolphins game this week, probably the game of their season. We were sort of musing. A few guys were like, oh, yeah, this is concerning. And I mean, obviously 66-0 is concerning. But in terms of ruling the Dolphins out as premiership threats, I think the response this week will probably be very telling of where
I'm
they
actually
sit.
going to be at that game. Looking forward to it.
It's
I'll be at
exciting.
Suncorp. Yeah, be good.
Is it Suncorp, is it? Is it a
Yes.
Broncos home game?
No, they play the Cowboys. Dolphins Cowboys at.
Oh, sorry. So
Suncorp.
it's definitely a Dolphins home game. I wonder
Yes.
if Marky
Yeah,
Nichols will be
yeah,
out there
yeah,
on the T-shirt gun.
I hope so. Shout out to Maud Flanders.
One of the-
Valet. Yeah, really looking forward to that one. Love Suncorp.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Could get up there.
The Rabbitohs defeated the Knights 26-24.
Bullshit. Cost me so many units. But
Did it
anyway.
actually? What would you have?
I just tripled the Knights head to head, and I don't know how they lost that game of football.
Tell you what, if you watch the first 20 minutes, they looked like they were fucking going to run a train through them.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden they were down. They
If you
came,
watched the last 20 minutes, they also looked like they were going to run a train on them. I don't know
Weird
what happened in
game.
the midsection, but yeah.
yeah, weird game. But the Rabbitohs scrambled their Australian penises off. Also, Dane Jennings, his leg. Have you seen the photo of his
The
leg?
zipper job.
Yeah.
Horrific.
Terrifying.
And they're like, oh, he'll miss at least a week. Like,
No,
it
I'm not
has
buying
to,
that.
has to be longer,
I think
right?
the emphasis has to be on at least.
At
there.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what do we like? At least a week. Like, if you told me he got eaten by a shark,
It looked like a shark.
I wouldn't do it
attack.
twice. It looked so graphic.
Yeah.
1 week is crazy. Like
It was rank.
Yeah, it was wild.
37 stitches or something.
And it was from studs.
Oh,
So I don't know how the studs have done
it's
such
not.
Big
damage.
set of pegs on the Dane plane just quietly.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
yeah,
Kid's good.
he is good.
He's good. Shout out to him. What's the next one?
Cowboys 19. Excuse me. Defeat my Seagulls 18.
Our Seagulls.
Our Seagulls, of course. My apologies. Yeah, starting to become a bit of a theme for Manly, unfortunately.
Starting to get a bit of the wobbles, aren't they?
In field goal country especially.
It went from there's no pressure on them in any way, shape, or form to every week there's pressure on them now, I think. This week's crucial for them. I think if they lose this, it's real, oh, fuck areas.
Yeah, I think it is old fuck areas. And looked like Jakey Clifford was watching a bit of tape of you at North Sydney over a couple of weeks ago when he
Well, that was uncalled for, but
butchered,
that's fine.
butchered that last kick.
That's very uncalled for.
Similar spot, though. Other
Very
side,
similar
other
spot.
side of the post.
Yeah.
But more favourable side of the post.
Yeah, that's fair.
For him.
Yeah.
But lucky Drinky was just,
Didn't have the RMs on, to be fair.
or chinos.
Or chinos.
Well,
You
not
know,
that
I'm
we
not
know
making
of
excuses
anyway.
for myself, but there was heaps of them, you know?
There was heaps of them.
And I only had one take after the first 7. So
Yeah.
fair's fair.
Still drifted to the right. But yeah.
So consistently, right? It didn't look like there was a chance I was going to miss it to the left at any point.
You'd think that someone of such experience would have just, I've got a natural draw here, so I'll
Yeah.
go more left. But
You would think, like, after you hit 6 in the row to the right, you would think, okay, if my biggest problem is I overcompensate, I can live with that. Nope. Fade right again.
anyway, Jake Clifford, hopefully he learns from his,
Big time.
because he's going to have some more opportunities to kick high pressure.
Goal kicking in
kicks.
general in that game was fucked. I think they both hit 1 from 4. Your mate, Fogarty. Wasn't
Yeah.
great either.
No, wasn't. And yeah, there's definitely a chance that they might look elsewhere.
I think so. I'd be giving the kicking to Ruben Garrick personally, but each to their own.
Someone, I think the Hello Sport Boy said this.
Yeah.
It's weird that he's just come in and taken it.
Yes, yeah, I would be. I'm always a big believer as well in, and I understand, like, if your halfback is your best goal kicker, sure. But if you've got another option, I want your halfback, your main voice, to be back with the team for getting ready for that next set.
Yeah, that's a massive thing.
I think it's huge. I think it's very underappreciated in rugby league. Once again, if your halfback is Nath Cleary, is the best kicker in the game, sure, I can get around it. Mitch
Yeah.
Moses, sure. But even with Mitch Moses, if Lomax is in the team, I let him kick the ball.
Yeah, and I'm not here to poo on Jamal. I don't want anyone to
No,
think that.
no, never.
But is it unfair
After
for
you
me
tried to take his jersey at the start of the year, but that's fine.
Yeah, and if I had, then maybe I'd be in a better position to poo on him. But I'm not here to poo on him, as I've just made so clear. So, is it unfair to say though? I don't remember him ever being an amazing goal kicker. I'm not saying that he's been bad, but it's not something that I would be like, oh, Jamal Fogarty, gun goal kicker. Like I know he has been a goal kicker.
I think he's got a sensational boot, but I don't think goal kicking he's
yeah.
not one of those guys that I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
No, but Garrick goes through stages where he absolutely is like that.
Yeah.
So
as I said, it doesn't make a heap of sense to me why they've made that decision. But anyway.
That is what it is. And they were our 3 upsets from the week just gone. And I think as we move towards this back end and your team's playing for spots in the top 8, it's still a very even comp outside of
Sure is.
the Penny Panthers slightly in front there. So there'll be plenty more to come from there. But yeah, moving on.
What do you make of the Jerome Luai situation, mate? I've sort of had my say during the week, so I might hand the floor to you. Keen your thoughts. Keen to hear your thoughts.
I understand the appeal. I think for me, a lot of it depends on the conversations they're having internally about what their future is. Because we heard at the start of the year, Lorenzo is their long-term solution. Mm-hmm. But as I look at it, and I'm thinking, well, Moses isn't getting any younger.
Yep.
He'll still be around for a couple of years, you'd imagine. But got Lorenzo there. Volkman's burst onto the scene. If they've had conversations where Volkman's happy to bide his time a bit, but then we're hearing reports he's looking at the Super League. So the vibe I get is that he's not.
How old's Ronald? 23?
24.
4. Yep.
So I wonder, is it worth losing? You got a guy there. I still reckon Ronald could be an absolute superstar. Like you've seen his defence improve across this year, getting consistent week in, week out footy in the NRL. I don't think he's ever going to be the kind of guy that buries blokes, but he's gotten better. Yep. I think that'll continue with time.
You don't need him to be the guy to bury people.
That's right. But defence is always the knock on him, right?
Yes, yep.
And we've seen it improve. I think it would only improve more. So if you're going to lose him at the expense of like one season with Jerome Luai, I don't think that they win the comp.
I don't think so.
And I don't think they're in the conversation to win the comp when Jerome, like there's no doubt they're better with Jerome Luai in the building. But yeah, it's interesting. I also think that like you're hearing reports out of the Tigers and, everyone talks about the standards the Panthers have for training and how Jerome's like that as well. And I wonder, and like I haven't heard anything personally, I'm just musing here, but you wonder if the dynamic changes a bit when someone's your captain, and I'm never going to be the person that questions Jerome in terms of, I think Jerome is the kind of guy where he is all in if he says he's all in, whether it be for 12 months, 4 years, whatever. But you can understand if there was a certain shift in other people's perception of him, if you then decide that you're going elsewhere. Yep. The same conversations that you're having and the same standards you're trying to set might not hit the same. So I wonder if you take him out of the Tigers, and if that is what's going on there, I don't know. Is that going to have the same effect at the Eels? Yeah. It's very hard to be that guy or trust a playing group that's there long term to buy into someone like that short term.
Yeah, I think at Parramatta it's a little bit different. Like what's happening here. There's no mystery around it. There's no clauses. There's nothing. You know what's happening here. I'm going to be here for 12 months. I'm going to do the best I can for this club for 12 months, and I'm going. I think it is a case of they're looking at Lorenzo and they're looking at Twiddle, and I think they want one of them to be the next guy. I think they brought Pizzette because they thought, okay, we'll give these guys 12 months. I think from only watching a little bit of them in reserve grade and stuff, they've done well. I think they maybe need another 12 months. So I can understand it, but I think if it comes at the expense of Volkman, that's where it gets a bit of a concern for me. And I said to KSA, if something comes out in the next week or two or November 1 that Volkman has signed a contract to go somewhere else for a good offer, it would make a lot more sense to me then. But if he goes to the Super League, I'm just like, what the fuck?
I'll be devastated if Ronald Volkman ends up in the Super League. Like, he's already had so many things that have set him back and got in the way. And we've seen what he's capable of in little glimpses.
Can I tell you what Volkman going to the Super League reminds me a lot of? And I've thought for a long time, Ronald Volkman, the way he plays, the way he moves, even just like their stature and the way they look is very similar. He reminds me a lot of Mason Lino.
Yes.
Who went over to the Wildcats, I believe. I think he's still playing over there. I think he went from the Warriors. I think he spent some
Warriors,
time in
Knights.
Newcastle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was at the
Mason
Knights.
Lino. Very good player who shouldn't have gone to the Super League that early. I don't know how old he is now. I'd love to see him back at some point, but it gives me Mason Lino vibes.
You know the irony though that you've mentioned the Wildcats, and that's where Anthony Tupou went.
Yes. Shout out
Anyway.
to the Wakefield Wildcats.
And to Guru's dog. But yeah, I don't know. I just, if that is the plan, I get it. I just don't think that they're going to be in that much better of a position. And I
Yeah.
wonder, like, but in saying that, like a team where Moses and Luai are there consistently, like let's say if there's a world where neither of them play Origin next year,
Yep.
I imagine that they would, if Mitch is fit, give him first crack, given what he did the other night. I would imagine that's what they go. But if we get a new coach, which is where it's looking like it's going to go, if they go a different direction, like things do change a lot there all of a sudden.
100%. Yep.
The selfish part of me, though, would have loved to have seen Jerome Luai go to the Bears for 12 months.
Yes.
Given
yeah.
we hear how much of a locker room guy he is, a leader, the energy guy, it's a free throw at the stumps. No one fucking expects anything from the Bears.
Yeah.
Having him in the building for 12 months. And, like, when are you ever going to see someone get the opportunity again to go and be part of the first inaugural season
Yes.
for two clubs
back.
in 2 years?
Yeah. I think I would assume the most obvious reason why Jerome wouldn't consider that is that he's moving his young family to PNG in 12 months' time. It'd be a bit rough to go, hey, here's 3 months heads up. We're going to Perth for a year before that.
For sure.
I would imagine that's what it would be. But yeah, it'd be cool. I hadn't really thought about it. I wonder if there will be anyone that goes
That's what I was going
to
to say.
PNG. I think there probably will be.
You'd imagine there would be, right? Like,
I think if you're at the right part of your career and you're happy with what you'd achieved and you're just happy in general with your NRL career and where you're at, why not?
I think you're going to find there'll be one or two fringies that end up getting to do that.
Getting to do both.
I think, like, if you're a marquee guy, I don't think the Bears would be stoked. I mean, they're not really in a position to dictate terms, but I don't think they'd let's say, like, just throwing out a name, Matt Burton.
Yeah.
If he was like 1 year, I think they'd try and get more out of him.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, say, if you're someone who's going to be at the bottom end of the top 30,
Yeah.
I think we'll see a couple of those guys potentially be part of the first ever Bears
Yeah.
game and the first ever Chiefs game. So definitely one to watch for sure.
Yeah, that would be cool to see. That'd be unreal to see. I wonder if there's anyone like the Titans are the only team we've sort of brought in the last 20. Oh, the Dolphins as well. But there wouldn't have been anyone that did Titans Dolphins. You could have maybe done Melbourne Titans. About a what was that? 90. It was about a 10-year difference between
Yes.
those two, but probably at long odds. Would be a nice little slice of history to have.
Absolutely, and I think it will happen. At least one person. So
Well, is there anyone is going to go Dolphins, Perth or PNG? Like, is there anyone that was at the Dolphins when they came in 2020? I'm just
doing a triple.
yeah. Well, you could do the trip. I'm trying to think from that Dolphin side. There's a couple of journeymen in there. I'm surprised there isn't anyone that hasn't. Branko's not around anymore. Tessie's not doing the thing. The Bromwiches are retired. Is there anyone that's leaving the Dolphins
It was there.
that was there? Maybe there isn't. Yeah.
Was Nicarima there in their first year, or was he elsewhere?
No, I think Nicarima was there.
Has he re-signed yet though?
No, but I think he will.
So do I.
I think he will.
He's
so-
probably the only one that could go bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
on
it's an
paper.
interesting one. I should have probably got that Dolphins team up to have a look at that. I'll tell you what, you take us away on the next segment and I'll have a look at that. The Dragons board are set to meet next Monday and have candidates presented for the coaching role. Dean Young and Ben Hornby considered for the front runners. I can't believe there's two front runners personally.
I can't believe
Shoot.
I haven't fucking finished this.
Yeah.
This like infuriates me actually. And I don't go for the Dragons. Like, yeah, there's like loose suggestions that I'm sort of involved closer with the Couchman family. But outside of that, like I'm
It's
not
just accusations.
yeah, just accusations.
Yeah.
Nothing's been proven. This actually infuriates me. Like, he's been such a key figure in some of the sign. Like, they've signed better than anyone else
Yep.
leading into next year from a position of essentially nothing when they started. Like, there was no draw card really. So they've done such a good job. A lot of these guys, Connor Watson actually spoke about it the other day. A lot of these guys did ask the question, as you would imagine them to, going, who's the coach going to be?
Yep.
And they were very transparent in saying, we're not sure yet, as part of it, right? So these guys have bought into the Dragons based on what they're seeing at the moment. Mm-hmm. He's been a massive part, if not the biggest part, in leading the front of that. Like, I would understand if you were looking elsewhere, say if Wayne Bennett was on the market or a more established coach who's got runs on the board. Ben Hornby's been a highly touted assistant for a long time, but he's exactly that. He's a highly touted assistant. So was Dean Young. He's now got runs on the board as an interim coach at the club. He won a comp down. I know Ben Hornby did too, but like, I don't understand why you would look elsewhere from Dean Young for someone who is actually, at this point in their career, less experienced than him.
I, for the life of me, cannot understand how Dean Young can go out and sign all these fantastic players. They all sign with a conversation with him at some point, or with the most likely outcome, he's going to be the coach. I think we're all assuming that. I can't believe, like, the guys he's managed to draw to the Dragons is fucking unbelievable. For Scott Drinkwater to even consider the Dragons is wild. For Luke Metcalf to want to go there is crazy to me. Even for, like, Phil Sami to want to go there. I don't know how the hell he's convinced all these guys to go there, but he has, and credit to him. Keon, I think, was already sort of signed by that point.
Yeah.
But, mate, if all they, like, I mean, how, like, not that it's easy, but if Keon wanted to backflip on that deal, he could kick up probably enough stink to do so if he wanted to. He hasn't. There hasn't been any conversation around that. I think you just got to give Dean Young credit. We're a fucking tyre fire, and somehow you've convinced a heap of dudes to come here. We don't know how, but you have. Give him the fucking job. What are we talking about?
But you know what scares the shit out of me, Guru, and like for any Dragons fans that are listening, I apologise because I think this is going to hurt. It would be the most fucking Dragons thing ever to appoint Ben Hornby as your head coach from here. And that's what scares the shit out of me. I hope they don't. I hope they go. And that's nothing against Hornby. Like, fuck, I'm sure he's going to be great. But I think there's a reason why he is sat in the job he's sat in. Like, he would have interviewed for other jobs, and he would have had other potentially even genuine offers to coach already.
Yeah.
And he hasn't. Dean Young sort of got thrown in the deep end at the Dragons, and he swam. So I'd be giving him at least a crack. Like, even if you're only willing to sign him for 12 to 24 months, like, give him the crack with the guys that he's brought.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to me that those guys have signed. And you could argue that, how can you give him credit for the guys they've signed if they don't know who the coach is going to be? But the picture he's painted there as a squad, the optics, the vibe of the place, you have to give a lot of credit to the guy who's coaching it.
I also think it's a nod to almost incompetence, in my opinion, if he's made interim coach for the second time, and for the second time they go, he's still not the guy. He's been in your system for years. He's gone away. He's gone to other systems. He's come back. Like, what are you going to do? Make him an interim coach for a third time in 3 years' time?
Yeah.
Give him the job. Give him a fucking shot.
I agree.
Now, I've been through this Dolphins OG squad, and there's not any guys that are signed there at the moment. There are a couple of guys who are maybe coming to the back end of their careers that I think could be interesting. A Ewan Aitken, maybe. The guy could potentially end up seeing there. Oren Keeley was one I was going to throw up. He's obviously signed with Melbourne. Josh Kerr, maybe. Might be one. That's one I could see being in their reach, maybe to get their paws on. Mason Teague's another one that's still bumping around reserve grade. Could be a guy. The one that I would love to see, though, Tommy, and I don't think he actually played round one for the Dolphins, but I'd love to see them bring back big Valence Tafare. Chuck him in the centres, old Klutzy out there.
What's the big fella doing? Is he overseas?
I think he's at Japanese rugby. Yeah.
I believe he might have done an ACL.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I don't know how long ago that would have been now, though.
It's a shit go.
He could be at the back end of that rehab. I feel like that was... I hope he is anyway. Yeah.
That's a shit go.
Yeah,
like
it
to
is.
see it though. Yeah. All right. So, what's our? I think we've got one more topic. Billy Slater still unsure on his future as the Maroons coach. If not him, who? Great question. I think everyone's talking about the New South Wales job, and I believe there's a very good chance it's Billy's last year. It'll all depend on what happens with Craig Bellamy down at the Melbourne Storm. I do wonder if Craig Bellamy, being Craig Bellamy, I don't know if he'd want to sign off his last season. Melbourne missed the finals for the first time under his tenure outside of the salary cap drama. So maybe that'll light a fuse to go again potentially. But let's say Slater was to leave. Who would be the guy for you?
I've thought about this, and I don't know who is jumping out of the woodwork to do it. Like, I straight away look to the guys that we always see on the sideline. Like, JT looks super animated and into it, and he looks like he's their main assistant in terms of the optics of it. So I wonder if he'd be the guy that would want to step up and take on the head coaching role. I mean, whoever does it, they've got such big shoes to fill, because even though, like, Billy's record, when you actually look at it, I feel like his record isn't as incredible as, like, the presence and the aura that he has when you actually look at it. Like, he's had some great series wins, don't get me wrong, but he's just so detailed. Like, he watches every game. He knows exactly what he's looking for. He's one of the smartest strategical minds that we've seen in our game.
Yeah.
So I think in order to replace that, like you're spoiled for choice in terms of those guys that are in and around. You got Cam Smith, you got JT, but I wonder if those guys actually want to do it. Like, is there anyone else that you can think of that?
Cam Smith is the one that comes to mind for me. Josh Hannay's obviously been around there for years, but he's obviously coaching for the Titans now. I mean, you know, Kevin Walters is another one that you could maybe look at. I don't think they would, but I think it'll come down to one of JT or Cameron Smith.
Can you
There's no
do
one
both?
else.
Can you coach the Kangaroos and coach the Maroons? Are you allowed to?
Well,
Like-
I think you could coach New South Wales because it's a part-time job.
Yeah.
Queensland, I don't know exactly, but I also wonder, like, after this World Cup, once he's done a World Cup, does Kevy coach the Kangaroos forever? Like, it's sort of like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't see Kevy coaching the Kangaroos long term. I think they will make a change soon, so maybe I could see that occurring, but I don't think they will. I think it'll be Cam Smith or JT personally.
I'd love to know. Like, I was lucky enough to meet Cam Smith
Yes,
end of last year, and we were
well,
chatting.
he was lucky enough to meet you.
That's a great point. And he coaches his young kids footy team. I think he's
Yeah,
about
right.
16 or whatever. And talking to him about that, you could tell how much he loves coaching at that level, right?
Yes.
But there's been other things that have come up in terms of being an assistant and other things where he seems very spread in terms of his commitments at the moment and
Yep.
very deliberate about taking other things on. So I wonder if this is something that would be like in his wheelhouse in terms of having ambitions there. I could also see them doing something like if JT didn't want to do it as
Yep.
the main guy, he stays where he is, maybe to bring in a Kevy or like you've even got a guy like you got Nate Miles there as well.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd be the guy if he was their head coach. I don't think he's the one that's coming up with all the shapes and stuff. Like I think you got the guys there to do it. So it might just be a balance of who actually wants to be the guy who.
I don't know
fronts-
what is the equivalent of like racism against forwards, but I think you just applied it then just quite. I think you just assumed that a front row forward couldn't come up with shapes, which I
middleism.
find a little bit offensive if I'm completely honest.
Well, that's rugby league wokeism.
Is it
from you.
forwardism? Are we
Yeah.
seeing some active forwardism be applied here?
I'd say it's more middleism.
Middleism.
But it's not middleism because if you actually listen back to the tapes, I said that given the other guys that are in the room, because I'm the first guy that'll tell you that middles can ball play, especially if you're too soft to carry the football yourself, as I was. If you got JT in the room, though, do I think that Nate Miles is the guy that's coming up with shape? No, I don't.
Once again, middleism. I think you've been put up on the middleism crucifix, and now you're trying to bumper it away.
I'll die on that crucifix. If JT's in the room and Cameron Smith's in the room, I'm sorry, Nate. Like, you can have your input, but whatever these two say is going to go. And you know what I think you'd find most of the time?
Yep.
I think Nate's on the same page as these two because they're pretty sharp. You know what I mean?
Fair.
But I'd love to see that. I'd love to see potentially like a Nate Miles. Because Kevy also obviously has a very good mind in terms of the game.
Yeah.
He was a 6, did everything that he did. So if he's the guy, it's a bit different. But I'd love to see him just throw out like a real origin-y guy, like a Nate Miles as the front man. with
Go
those
throw
other
another
two
one at you
assistants.
that I don't think many people will think about, but he's obviously got an interest in doing it to some extent. Coach of the Queensland under-19s.
Darius Boyd.
Darius Boyd's another
Great
one
shout.
that, you know, he probably is in front of mind for me because we haven't really seen him in the coaching role, but he is literally in those pathways. He's obviously got an interest in being part of it to some extent. So another one that you could probably have a look at.
I've had multiple people say that they reckon he will coach the Maroons at some point. So you know
Yes.
what? I think that it could be him. I think that you could see him step in as that main guy. JT stays doing what he's doing. I don't know if Cam was as involved the last year or two
Yeah,
as he
I don't
was
think so.
potentially
Yeah.
when Billy started. But there's other guys in and around it. So, yeah, Darius, I think, might be the best shout.
Yeah, the only other one I can think about is next year we have 2 Origin coaches that are coaching at Clubland, where we maybe have an Ivan Cleary who steps up to take the reins. And I don't know, maybe Queensland, they look to one of their old favourites. Maybe Wayne Bennett leaves the keys with Ben Hornby for a couple of weeks. If that's South Sydney's long-term plan, maybe they could look down that avenue as well. But I don't know if Queensland would do that realistically.
Not when it's a full-time job,
No,
as it should
probably
be.
not.
But we'll see. I mean, yeah, if my money would be on Darius. Now, the more I think about it.
Yeah, I think one of the other guys would step up, a Smithy or a JT still. But I think Darius is worth a conversation.
I think
for
you'll
sure.
find that those other two, and happy to be proven wrong, wouldn't be the first time.
might
but
be the second or third.
might be
Maybe
like, yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe the fourth if you want to count that one time in 2016, but that was bullshit anyway. But I reckon you'll find that JT and Cam Smith might not want to have the full responsibility.
Okay.
So,
Well,
like-
you have played beach Oztag with him, so you'd be more educated than most. On
Yeah,
the topic.
I helped him with his pass off the deck too.
Yes.
He was only about 4 years out of retirement, 5 years out of retirement at that point, but it had
It helped.
he'd lost it a bit, you know. But he was
Very
really good. He was really
Very
good.
good. All right. Yeah, that'll be interesting if they do need a new coach who goes down that avenue. All right. Are we into guess who territory?
Yeah, we can either guess who it or we can go upsets for the week ahead. I can grab your tips off you just quickly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
So I've only been able to pick out. I've picked out 3 upsets that we'll get to, but Broncos to beat the Panthers. I've gone. I know they've got a few big ins. I don't think they get it done. I think Panthers beat them.
I'm not convinced how many of those big ins are actually going to play. I'm going to say no. Penrith will be too good.
I'm with you. Knights to beat the Sharks. I've actually gone yes.
I don't know if I can believe in the Sharks yet.
I know, which I know sounds crazy. I just think I said to Kat in the green room before as well. I was like, it's actually so hard, regardless of who your team is.
Yeah.
It's so hard to respond after a massive win like that, where the
Yes.
dynamic of the game is just you've just run a train through them.
Yeah.
And you've earned that right, and they did everything perfectly last week. Very hard to bounce back. I think the Knights also had the complete opposite game, where they completely bottled a game they absolutely should have won.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a tight one, and I think the Knights do upset them.
Yeah, I'm going to go the Knights as well. I think they'll be desperate. I think Bradman Best is a huge in for that side as well. Just gets everyone back in position, opens up that left edge, makes it be different. I like it. What's our next one?
Storm to beat the Roosters. I've gone no.
I'm going to go no, but I'll tell you what. I look at this game for the Melbourne Storm, and I think this is the last stand. I think if they lose this, that's capiche. It's done. So I think you'll get a slightly better looking Storm side than what everyone's probably expecting in this one.
I am a bit worried now because obviously I'm a Roosters fan. But when we sort of asked ourselves the question maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago, do they make the 8? I said yes. You said no. I know what I want now.
I
Selfishly,
don't think they'll play finals footy. I think they'll lose this game, but I don't think it'll be a blowout like people are expecting.
well, nice little silver lining if they do upset us. Keeps the dream alive.
It does. Yeah.
And best believe I'll carry on like an absolute dickhead when they come 8th. Rabbitohs to beat the Raiders. I've gone no.
Oh, can't be too confident, can you? I think this game's a real sort of coin toss.
I believe when we were doing Face the Music on Monday, I actually predicted Golden Point.
Did you?
That was my.
I don't mind that.
That was my prediction.
I don't mind that at all. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll say no as well. I'll stick with you, but I think that's a fucking tight one.
I think it will be a tight one. I just think the Rabbitohs massive occasion last week and scrambled really well, but it wasn't convincing. It was just tough.
Yeah.
I think that the Raiders will come in humming because they were pretty impressive. This is a big one.
Yes.
I think the Dragons will beat the Wars this week off the bye.
I don't think they'll beat them, but I think it'll be a Wars 1-12. I think this is going to be a lot closer than what people are expecting. As you said, Dragons coming off a bye. They'll be up and about for this one. I think that they're just going to hang in the games, and I think that the Dragons can have success on their edges in this game.
So do I. And I'll tell you what, there's a certain presentation of the board on Monday that I think will be front of mind.
Yes.
So I think...
And if I'm that Dragons team, I want Dean Young to be my coach. I think they're going to have a good showing here.
I think this will be a good old-fashioned Australian ambush. Tigers to beat the Dogs. I have gone yes.
I have gone no. I think Canterbury will get the job done here.
I think Jerome Luai is going to come out and give one of the great rugby league middle fingers.
To who?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Anyone and everyone?
I haven't watched enough anime to know who it's at.
Yes.
I might text Martin later, try and get the goss. But I think he's going to come out and prove. Yeah. I mean, it's a great
I'd love
point.
to see him have a big game and then just let Parramatta know that he's their daddy still, just for no apparent reason. Just stir it up even more.
I thought that I thought the Eels had clipped up that thing as like he's coming to us, but it was actually our good friend Winston Neville.
Yes,
had
he
made a
wasn't happy
video.
about it.
No, he wasn't.
Thought rugby rivalries in rugby league were dead.
But I was like, I thought the Eels had done it as if like Daddy's coming home, and I was
Yeah.
like, that is so cucky. But they hadn't. So
I would
you
have
guys
been
were
all
all
for
good.
it.
Hey,
I would have been all for it. I think it's hilarious.
well, it is hilarious, but it's also like it's a shot at them.
It's like, yeah, with all due respect to Winston, it's like, no, well, like rivalries aren't dead. When he won and he beat them, he fucking gave it to them.
yes,
It's now 4 years later. He's been to 2 separate clubs. I think it makes sense. I'm all for it.
Daddy's home. Titans to beat
Great set of
Manly.
movies, by the way.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, underrated.
1 or 2.
I'll be honest with you. Kind of merged for me. I don't know if I could separate. I'm going to say 1 though off the dome.
There's a big musical scene where they all sing. Do they know it's Christmas time?
that
at
1 or
all?
2?
That was at the end of 2.
2, yeah, that lost
sort of
me.
sticks in my
yeah,
head.
1, yeah. When a movie has a bad ending or like just a bad last scene, it stays with me.
Yeah, that's like the main thing that separates the 2 for me. Though I'm trying to remember. Like they're also friends from the start in the second one.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first one, you sort of cheering them on to be mates. You know what I mean? So
Do you know the Harry Potter movies well?
very well.
I think it's the 3rd or 4th one. They finish with this final scene of Harry getting on the wand and he explodes into the air, and the last scene is like a freeze frame on his face as he rides off.
Yeah.
I think it's the lamest fucking scene in Harry Potter, and every time I watch that movie, gets to that final scene, I'm like, how did that not hit the editing floor? Shocking fucking finish.
Yeah.
It's just as the movies as a series start to get a little bit darker, and then they just Magoo central for the last scene.
How good was the Deathly Hallows part? Yeah, I think it's the end of the first one when it shows Voldemort getting his hands on, like he's at
Yes.
like Dumbledore's grave or whatever.
Yeah.
Great finish to a movie, and then it's like, fuck, I've got to wait 18 months for this. Like now you can just binge shit on Netflix.
I'll be honest with you, that scene where they're in like the train station, it's all white, and you've got like the corpse of baby Voldemort. That one always etched me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of ruined
Bit of
a lot
symbolism in it, I think, and it just never really struck with me.
I can't eat sashimi now. And if you're watching that scene, like you might not agree with me, but you'll at least understand. I don't know why. I know he doesn't look like sashimi there, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. Once again, symbolism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
As we were, Titans Manly.
Yeah, do you think the Titans will beat the Sea Eagles?
No, I don't. But as we've said before, I think it's a big danger game for the Manly Sea Eagles.
I'm no as well, because I'm sort of thinking this is like ride or die Fosball stuff.
Yes. Yep.
Cowboys to beat the Dolphins, I've gone no. I think the Dolphins bounce back. I think they have to. And as I said to you earlier, I think this is like the game where this will decide their season. Like I think if they can bounce back and have a good win against the Cows, I think it just says, look, we had a fucking shocker. We had a few blokes out. We played like absolute poo, but we're building towards the finals now. If they lose back to back or they don't get up after last week, now I'm concerned.
The only thing that has me sitting here thinking this is a genuine 50-50 game is the return of Tommy Did. I think that's going to be enormous for the North
Huge.
Queensland Cowboys. So for the sake of our rivalry, I'm going to go yes. I'm going to back the Cowboys in.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, you are going
Am I
with-
hoping the Dolphins are going to host me at this game? Yes. And if they're watching, I hope they reach out today at some point. But I'm going to, just to go against you, I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
awful business decision, but I respect it.
Thank
Nice.
you. I'm full of them. Speaking of awful business decisions, you've shown up to another Guess Who, which is wild given your form over the last couple of months.
That was one of the great alley-oops for a segue, so you're welcome.
One of the great Latrell segues. Kat Haddad,
Yes.
welcome. How are you?
I'm very well,
I already
lads.
welcomed you. Probably
Yes,
already
you
asked
have
how you
already
were,
welcomed
but,
me.
you know, here we are.
But it's important to check in again.
Has it changed in the last, I'm going to say, 48 minutes?
Oh, my mood's only boosted by the fact that it's Guess Who time.
Fantastic.
Who's going to kick it off?
You feeling confident?
You don't worry about me. I'm worried about you two.
That's a yes.
I'm in a rebuild. So
You are in a rebuild.
Yeah. Backs against the wall, 1990, 95 or 96 Queensland side.
The Paul Vorton,
Yeah.
95.
95. Bit of that. Mainly like more so game 3 2026. New South Wales Blues though, I'd say.
Yeah, I like that.
You ready?
You got question one?
No, you've got a question.
Me?
mark. I think
you sure?
yeah,
I mean, I'll take it if you want, but
I think you won last time. So
Okay.
that's the custom.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. I think it was a day that ends in Y. Kat,
Yes.
have I played in the Super League?
No.
Have I played for the Blues?
No.
Am I still playing in the NRL currently?
Yes.
Have I played for the Maroons?
Yes.
Did I play for the Maroons this series?
No.
Let's begin.
Do I play for a Queensland club?
Yes.
So that was, does he currently play for a Queensland club? Is that how you asked that question?
Does he play for a Queensland club?
Yes.
Yes, cool. Okay. All right, so we've got a Queensland clubman who did not play in the Origin series this year. He's not played in the Super League, worth noting. 4 teams. All right, Kat. Have I played for more than one NRL club?
No.
Rules out who I was thinking. Unfortunately,
Rules out who I was thinking too.
was he a certain redhead?
Is he a redhead?
Strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde, yeah. You want to say it at the count of 3?
1, 2, 3. Tom did. And
Oh,
did we
finish
become
my
best friends?
sandwiches. Huge.
Okay. Lock in.
Look.
Am I a forward?
Yes.
So he's a hooker. Okay.
Interesting. So a Queenslander. So what it either means, I think it means he's a hooker or he's a guy that has sort of played a bit of second row,
Bit of centre.
maybe a bit of centre.
And he's only played for one.
One NRL club, which is interesting as well. He's played for Queensland. So as I just run my eye over a couple of guys there, nothing's really jumping out at me at this point. I do wonder if she's thrown a bit of a spanner at us with the Queensland comment. Potentially.
I think he moved from another club.
It's hard to ask. Kat, have I played? The forward thing has really thrown me her hesitation. I don't know if she's trying to fuck with us. I don't know if she's second guessing. I don't know if it's a bit of a dual position kind of guy. I don't quite know. I don't know if maybe
he just a benchy?
Yeah, I don't know if maybe on his back of his baseball card it says interchange, and that maybe threw her a little bit. I don't quite know how to read
You could always just ask another
this
question.
from Kat Haddad. I've got to be very careful what my next question is, though,
Yes.
because I feel like we're pissing in the dark still, but we're getting closer to the bowl slowly,
Yes.
and you never quite know.
And
when
you might
you're-
just headbutt a lamp.
yes, just quite possibly.
Oh, like stub your toe or something.
Yes, yeah.
Or like trip over and grab
God,
one of
I
those
wouldn't-
pulley, those
Yeah,
old-fashioned lights. Yeah.
Wouldn't wish a stub toe on my worst enemy, by the way.
Old.
Nah, it's not play on. It's not sweet.
Like your
Okay.
worst enemy.
Queensland club. This is really throwing me. Have I played more than 6 State of Origin games?
No.
I think he was at another club beforehand, but maybe I'll just have a crack. Am I Tom Gilbert?
No.
Shit.
Yeah, shit.
He played for Broncos or something, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he played for Cowboys.
Or Cows. Yeah, right. I was trying to remember if he actually played or if he was like a Reggie that was there for the start of the Dogs.
So he played for one NRL club, and it's a Queensland club. He's played for the Maroons. He's a
Less than 6 games.
less than 6 games for the Maroons. He's a
It was one NRL club, right? Not one Queensland club.
Correct.
Okay. Worth noting. Unlucky Red Money.
so it was one. Yeah, I was thinking Reed
Yeah.
before as well. This is fucking brutal. Now, just to 100% clarify, you're confident he didn't play for Queensland this year?
Yes.
Okay.
So that rules out Jeremiah Nanai.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Nanai, if maybe it slipped under Catadad's radar that he came in for game 3 maybe, but
No, I'm very.
she's on the boil. She's on the boil. Queensland, Jesus, I am all at fucking sea here. I've got no idea. Oh, no, he's played more than 6 games. Oh,
Who's next?
Am I? It's me. It's me, right?
It's you, yeah.
Yeah. Am I Bo Fermor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well done. Just a bit of a just snuck up on us.
Can you
there.
zoom in on his face, please? I want to see the despair leave his eyes.
Can I ask?
Fucking
Like,
hell.
did it just trigger? Like you just
Yeah, it
realized?
just triggered the. Took me a while to get there.
Well, because he's
He
like
wasn't
literally.
confident either, by the
No,
way.
I wasn't confident. No.
He's also like played like less than one. Like he's played one game of Origin.
Just one, is it?
one game,
Yeah,
and it was
okay.
What year was that?
25. It was last year.
Last year. Okay.
Remember he played game 1, then they just brushed him.
That's
They
right.
utilised him terribly and then just brushed him, in my opinion. Felt very sorry for him.
Well, he's been playing good football since.
He's been playing great footy. He's always
Good
playing
job.
good footy. Bo
Well
Fermor.
done.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that sucks for you.
Well, don't give me too much shit because I did say I was in a rebuild. So,
You are, and rebuilding you are.
yeah.
I'd love to get the overall score if someone in the comments could let us know because I've sort of lost track of it a
I
little
think
bit.
it's like 6-all or something by
6
now.
all, yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Now, you've had a hard on for this segment for a while, and I've been delaying, and I'll be honest, I was a bit skeptical at first, but after what you did with your, by the way, did you see the article posted in the Southern Courier the other day? They went through the 95 NRL players that are now playing out in the country somewhere.
Would you believe me if I told you that I had it sent to me multiple times?
I would believe you.
Shout out to every single person that emailed me photos of Jared Hayne playing for Narrowena. Like when I say I had multiple emails, like there was obviously messages, emails.
Yeah. I also, by the way, I had a sneaking suspicion that Andrew Fafita was playing with Tyson at D-Lar, but I wasn't hyper confident of it. Turns out he is.
Right. So he's not playing up.
He's not playing for the King Cumber Colts. That's where Clint played last year, Clint Newton.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andrew Fafita definitely playing for D-Lar.
Exciting.
One of the most unique coloured, like jersey colour combinations, I think, D-Lar. Seen them?
Not for a while.
Blue, like light blue, yellow and red.
I have seen him.
Pretty
Yes.
rare.
Very rare. They love it down in Cronulla, but
They love it.
the
They froth it.
comp's huge.
D-Lar's got about 9 grades in each competition.
It's exciting. It's good for the game.
Shout out to one of my best mates who I was talking to this morning, actually, Josh Cook, one of the favourite sons of D-Lar. His father helped. It was a big part of the club. And if you go into the clubhouse where he had his 21st, which was quite a fateful evening, they've got like, you know, that you have like bricks and everything of people that help build.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure from memory, Josh's old man, he passed away when we were in high school, but he's got a gold brick in the middle of it.
That's awesome.
Pretty
I
fucking
love that.
cool. Yeah, I love that. Shout out to you, Cookie Monster. Was talking absolute shit to me on the phone this morning, and I was going through tunnels, so I couldn't hear a word of it, which was great. Got a little bit of a reprieve from him.
Yeah, beautiful.
He's the one that texted me at the CBA Bowl, texted me and said, I'm in Noosa, and Nathan Cleary is sitting at the table next to me, in which I then posted in the Roo Crew, and everyone in the Roo Crew is like, this fucking idiot is standing on the hill of North Sydney Oval, and he knows where Nathan Cleary is having dinner with Mary Fowler.
It's frozen yogurt, wasn't it?
I think so. A bit of froyo.
That's where it all
You a
started.
froyo guy?
I'm more of a Messina guy, but I have put some absolute dents in my pocket at Yochi.
Yochi.
Best believe.
Yeah.
Because they do cookies and brownies that are just top class. Like
Yeah. What's your Messina go to? You a salted cow guy?
your sus specials.
Yeah.
Because normally like the specials, it's specials month at the moment. I got told by a friend. But like there's normally something good there.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
if there's something good and different, then I grab that.
Yep.
Shout out to Aldi. But then if it's just go to, I don't mind a bit of Coneception. Coneception is a bit underrated.
Coneception?
It sounds dog shit, but it's actually really good. It's like ice cream cone mixed in with ice cream, which sounds fucked.
Crunchy.
Yeah, but it's actually really, really good.
Yum.
What flavour is it?
Like waffle cone
Yum.
in
what-
like
In
vanilla-y.
vanilla
like,
ice cream?
I think it's vanilla. I think yeah, but so it sounds shit, but it's actually really good.
No, I'm a texture person. It sounds good.
Yeah, no, so it's really good. Salted caramel, cookies and cream gets a run sometimes. Choc peanut. See, you say that, but it's the kind of thing. If
Like having a fork cooked into my steak. It's
no,
ridiculous.
you think that it's
Do
not
you
like the
eat
shit
the
ice cream
fork?
cones that they gives you at primary school and shit. Though it's like proper like waffly. Trust me,
Weird.
you know what it's like.
It's like someone accidentally made that.
It sounds like that. But you know what was also stupid at the time when people gave you shit for saying that Cotter would play Origin. That's
Okay, I get it.
That's
I'm with
exactly
ya.
what it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, I'm
in
with
ice
ya.
cream terms.
Yeah.
What's yours?
Yeah, I'm a salted caramel guy, and then I'm thirsty for like 2 days after that. But well worth the sacrifice.
What about you, Kat?
I've been known to double in the salted caramel one, white chocolate, but I do love the tiramisu flavor. It's really good, and the pistachio is really
It
good.
is good. I had
Can
a
you
mate.
say tiramisu again?
Tiramisu.
She said that elegantly the first time. Did you pick up on that?
Yeah, I think
Then
it's more
got
we just
sh-
say
then-
it like.
then I got
lyrics.
Say it like
How do
bogus.
you
Yeah.
say it? Tiramisu.
Oh, mate, the way you hit it the first time was just pure.
Tiramisu.
It was like you were floating above us talking to us.
It was actually like a spell out of Harry Potter.
I had a mate who we went to Messina maybe a couple months ago, and he got lemon sorbet.
Uh,
Yeah, we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Weird.
Don't
very
like that.
bizarre, very bizarre behaviour.
I'm sure like it's fine, but fucking weird.
Can we have a name and shame policy?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Do I know him?
You don't know him actually.
Okay.
It's Jack Harley-Cohen is his name.
That's what I thought.
What?
Thought it would be him.
Him, right. What did you say his last name is?
Hardwick Owen.
Hardwick Owen.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Fanua Blake,
He
but
said,
not really.
Jack, how we going? I was like, surely that's not his name.
He's just made this up. But yeah, we are still mates. If he's listening.
Yeah, right.
You just don't go for Messina anymore.
Yeah, we just go to Eljana now instead.
Fair
You know
enough.
what I mean? You're to find friends who align with your values. I've been told.
Is the Messina up there on Bondi at the top of the hill still there? Is it?
On Hall Street. you
Hall
mean?
Street?
Yeah.
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 Nice.
Are you
Get
guys
some
gonna-
lines, that one.
They all do. They all do. They did like a specials month, and on Mondays it was like $9 or so, or $2 or some shit. I don't know. I'm just throwing numbers out there. They did some crazy discount,
Yeah,
and
right.
like we thought we'd just pop in after tag one night, and like the line was all the way around the corner. I was like, I'm not waiting 40 minutes for this.
Do you have an all-time favourite special?
I do. It's called Robert Brownie Jr.
Oh, mate, I was about to say the same thing. That's the one I remember. Yeah.
It's Hall
Robert
of
Brownie
Fame.
Jr.
It's Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
Speaking about salted caramel making you thirsty, Robert Brownie, leave you parched.
Oh, Robert Brownie was, that's Hall of Fame. Because there's other ones where, like, if they're in front of me, I can remember, like, oh, I've had that one before.
Yeah.
Nothing stuck with me. Maybe that's something to do with the name, probably everything to do with the name, but the flavour itself was just
Yeah.
outstanding.
I remember, I think it was the OG Messina was in Rosebery,
Yeah.
around the corner from me. It's actually now a fish bowl.
Is it not there anymore?
Well, it's moved a block up the street.
Okay. That's
It's,
where
it's pretty much on the same block, and it's just on the opposite
Yeah.
corner now,
seen
essentially.
that,
It's essentially like opposite where we got married, just up on that corner
Yes.
now. So
not us, you and Beck.
me and Beck, yeah, me and my current wife.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, shout out to Messina. I haven't been in a while. I know people are like, bullshit. I actually haven't. I need to.
What have you been opting for? Or you been behaving? Or you been
Well,
going
as
elsewhere?
you know, I've got this really fucked tooth, so I can't go too sweet or I'm in agony for weeks.
Are you getting that checked?
No, I'm not, Kat. And if you could not bring it up on the podcast, I'd thoroughly appreciate it. But yes, I'm sort of.
What are you doing? You eating like porridge like a weirdo and shit? Or what are you
I'm not a porridge guy, but
No,
Bit of Anthony Supu about you.
a bit of Anthony Supu. I think Messina needs. Well, as you know, kettle salt and vinegar chips, they are off the mark.
They are.
Because they've fucked me twice now.
Yeah.
Apparently, a very common thing in the dentistry world that salt and vinegar kettle chips will fuck you up.
If you ever do find yourself accidentally eating salt and vinegar chips again, maybe you get NRL physio to do a post about it.
Maybe, yeah.
That'd be really
Because
cool.
dentally, they have
Toothache.
messed me up.
Yes.
Messed me up.
I could fuck with that so heavily.
Yes. And you know what? Dare I say, if I actually had 3 or 4, I'd probably get away with it. But if I do what I did last time and I mack a whole bag in a sitting, I'm probably going to get myself in a bit of trouble.
We did fuck those chips up, to be fair.
Yes, we did. Yes.
Stress eating of the highest order.
Of the highest order, yes. Now, as we were saying, you've got a St. Dom's.
Yes, I was thinking if you're listening and you think that your club or your school has had some first graders in note, we'll look at putting the best side that we can together
Yes.
from that place. So obviously there's a lot of clubs out there that have produced a ton of like we were talking about, is it St. Greg's?
St. Greg's is on the verge of, I think they're at 99. They need one more player to debut
For the centenary
to get
year?
100 players in 100 years. And I think the one they're pinning their hopes on is Zachary Clark, the younger brother of Cooper Clark at the Panthers, who's been on the extended bench, I think last 2 weeks.
Yes.
So hopefully that wasn't just an origin thing. Hopefully he gets a bait. And hopefully at the end of the year when they rest a couple of players, goal kicking forward Zachary Clark gets his opportunity and St. Greg's can raise the bat.
That would be unreal.
They could have raised the bat on Tim Williams if he wasn't fucking useless, but here we are.
Well, it's what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Yeah, I can't fight back at all on that one. But yeah, if you've got a club, school, wherever you are in this great country or otherwise, send it through. I'll do some digging. Obviously, help me out though. Like send me some players and that, and I'll just verify it because yeah, that'd be great.
Tell you what I would be interested in, and obviously the high schools and clubs, like that's very interesting. Primary schools. Because that's where you really spread your wings.
Yeah, it is. It would be nice to see. There'd be a lot of teachers out there, and you could relate to this,
Yes.
obviously, in your past life, where if you've seen a kid and you thought, oh, he can play. He's a footballer. And then you see him running around in flag and shit. And you're like,
Well, the South Sydney Rabbitohs Jersey flag side this week has 2 players in it that I taught, which I'm very proud of.
not in the classroom at lunchtime.
Yeah, shape.
Subtle ball playing.
Subtle
Yeah,
ball playing.
shape.
I think I've told this story before, but one of them, I actually have a coffee cup at home that when he graduated from year 6, his mum went to Officeworks and got a photo of me and him from his graduation printed on the coffee cup. And every year when we clean out the house, Beck's like, can I throw this out? I'm like, no, not till he's not playing rugby league anymore, because that
That's
could
really
be
cute.
the peak of CBA football right there.
If he debuts, like surely you get like a whiskey glass or some shit made up of like you and him at the debut.
I think so. And then I give it back to him.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
nice.
gosh.
Yes, it's yeah. You know who you are, playing front row for the South Sydney Rabbitohs in Jersey flag this week.
Yes. Is he playing front row?
Yes. Do you know who I'm talking
I
about?
do know who you're
Yes, you
talking
do.
about.
Yeah. He's a bit of jack of all trades. He's a musician. He's a footballer. I really selfishly, for my own needs, need him to focus on football though.
Yes.
Great kid from a great family too.
He is. He's our champion family.
You know who my claim for primary school is?
Who?
Christian Volpardo, who just played for the Socceroos.
Really?
Huge.
Same primary school.
Went to your primary school.
Yep.
That's bad.
He went-
Who's the big dog from? We went to the same primary school, by the way.
Yeah, rugby league guru went to my primary school.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ryan Cross.
Yeah, Ryan Cross went there. Lapini Payer, I believe, but he just played for the club.
I don't think Lapini Bayer went to St Charles. I think he might have played for
He
St
definitely,
Charles.
he definitely played for St. Charles.
Yeah, I don't think he went to St Charles, Lapini Bayer.
I think he might be the only NRL player that played for St. Charles, at least at this stage.
What do you mean? No, Ryan Cross.
Did Ryan Cross play for St. Charles?
Yeah. Did he? Definitely. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he did. Evander Cummins got very close to the NRL. He played at St Charles. They might have, hopefully they'll have one in the next year or two.
That's the plan. Yep.
And I'm very interested to see if he ever has to present what club he played for, what he says.
Yeah, there's got a few
'Cause
options.
there's 3 clubs that could lay claims
There is.
to JD. So I'm very interested to see which avenue he goes down. I think I know what it'll be though.
Yes, so do I.
I think it'll be close to home for you.
Yes. Yes. Shout out to the mighty Bondi United. What a club.
But know this, if he ever manages to play State of Origin and he's on the field with Kohler, Cam Murray and AFB, I'll be telling you there's 4 mascot jets out there.
Mascot jets out
know
there.
that, okay?
Well, there could have been more out there the other night. Like, who knows if there was other guys that sort of did a season at mascot or
Maybe.
something, and they've just got a club that's more dominant, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
But in terms of this segment, today we're jumping in St. Dominic's at Penrith.
Yep.
So, pretty well-known school in terms of the rugby league space. I've actually got one of the boys I coach at the moment. He's playing there, and during that golden era of you'd remember it probably better than I do, but the GIO Schoolboy Cup.
Yep.
You used to be able to wake
yeah.
up and watch those games. Fuck, that was pure.
Yeah.
I wish I knew it in the moment. I wish you could go back and find enough of that footage where you could go back and actually. I'm sure you could.
I think before that it was called the Arrive Alive Cup.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. And I think the equivalent of the Clive Churchill was the Peter Sterling medal
Awesome.
from memory. Good gear.
Yeah, I remember waking up like Sunday morning. There'd normally be a game on.
Yes.
You know when you're like 8 years old and you're just fiending for rugby league.
Yep.
But there's no rugby league on until the afternoon, and then you'd find a GIO Cup game.
Aaron is playing. Fantastic.
So good. So for our inaugural CBA rabbit hole will be going down on the that's awfully worded. St. Don's Penrith. Let's pretend that never happened. All right, so
Do you want to start that again?
No, I think we run with
that's
it. I think
all
you
right.
nailed it.
That's all right. I meant well. So at fullback, we've got Steve Turner,
Yes. Ooh.
Bulldogs legend, Storm legend. Heard of him?
Melbourne great, Canterbury great. I think he's still working at Canterbury. He was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, in the pathways there, is that
yes,
right?
I think he's one of the pathways guys. I can't remember how, but somehow I'm sure his and Kempy's career intertwined somehow. Like Kempy was going to sign a contract somewhere or something, and they end up giving it to Steve Turner. There was some story there. I can't quite remember it.
Interesting.
Very good player, Steve Turner. New South Wales representative.
Yep. And he's also, he did play a little bit of fullback at NRL level.
Yes.
Known mainly for his work on the wing.
On the Sting, yeah.
But for the sake of this football side, he will be getting around at fullback. And hopefully his chat at the back is going to be up to scratch. I'm sure it will be. On the wings, though, we've gone for Dallin Valentin-Zelezniak and Luke Rooney.
Yes, DWZ was, for those that don't remember, an absolute prodigy in his junior group coming through. He was fucked up. He was a fullback that just used to run over everyone. He was insane. And you say Luke Rooney?
Luke Rooney.
Wow. 2003 hero.
Mm.
I think Luke Rooney got sucked into the French rugby loophole just after, probably 06, 07. Mm-hmm. Don't think he ever came back, Luke Rooney, but
I don't
fucking
believe
good
he
player.
did either. Yeah, he really could play. He says here he was at the Panthers until 08.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's gone to Toulon.
Yes.
So sounds like he might have absolutely flown under the radar while Sonny Bill was
Yeah,
kind of
well,
the
he skipped
headlines.
out. He was at Terminal 2. No one noticed.
Oh, that's gone. In the centres, got Roosters legend Michael Jennings and Jeff Daniela.
Oh, Jeff Daniela, I like that.
Yeah.
Good player, Jeff Daniela. And Jenko, obviously. What a career.
Yeah, I think the best moment for Jennings, for me personally, obviously, I'm a sucker for comedy.
Yeah.
I love that 2013 try. That's the moment. But when he scores that try and Woodsy does what he does, and
Yes.
you can tell that Jennings has just scored a try to win an Origin game, and he's actually fucked off at the fact that his teammates aren't getting around him.
Yes.
It's just so pure.
There's another Origin game where I think it was to Brent Tate, but I'm not. You have to watch the game. But there's at one point there's a bit of a scuffle that breaks out, and Jenko comes running in from about 30 meters, and he jumps up and he just Tekken punches someone in the head. It was fucking hectic. It was unreal.
Yeah, he got bitten for that, didn't he?
I think so. You don't see enough of the Tekken punch anymore in
No,
rugby league.
you barely see any of it.
The airborne downward punch is a huge play.
I remember the commentary around that moment too. Going, fuck, come on, it's Origin, mate. Getting Simmons as you play.
It's like if he was 80 meters to the left and on the street, he's like, you're probably looking at 10 years for Tekken punching someone. It's Origin though. Let it slide. Who are in the halves?
We've got Nath Cleary
Oh,
and Brandy Alexander, the old flog.
the OG, the two Penrith OGs. Would that be the greatest Penrith Panthers halves pairing of all time you could put together? I'd argue yes, with all due respect to Craig Gower and Jerome Luai, to be fair.
Yes, I could hear arguments for. I mean, it's hard, different eras.
Yes,
right?
different eras, yeah.
But yeah, I think in terms of the two most high profile or prolific
yes.
players, yeah, I think they're your two.
I'll be honest, Brandy, I find him very negative in commentary. He kind of shits me a little bit, but he was obviously a little bit before my time, but all the old tapes I watch and everything, Brandy's just one of those guys. I wish I could have watched him week in, week out because fuck, he was exciting.
Yeah, he's got some really good highlights. And yeah, I think I mainly remember him for picking Damien Cook at centre in Origin, but obviously he had a pretty illustrious career on the field
He's
himself.
obviously like a halfback, most of the time. Could play a bit of fullback, but mainly a halfback. And then you go back and I had an old tape that I grew up on of the 1990 Kangaroo Tour, and he scores 3 tries in a game against France in France, and he does 3 backflips after his 3rd try playing on the wing.
So he scores the first 2 tries, just meat and potatoes, celebrates, high fives, whatever.
Yep.
Then does a triple backflip.
I think it was a triple backflip. Yeah, I'll have to ask Sowie. He'll know it better than I will. But and Sowie would have known where I was going with that probably as soon as you said Greg Alexander. But anywho, let's get into the pigs. What's doing there?
Up front, I've gone for Mitchell Lawgood and Willie Isa.
Oh wow, niche.
Yeah.
Niche. I ran into Mitch Allgood about 2 years ago coming out of a Parramatta game. Come up and said hello. Really nice guy.
How is he?
All good. His last name's Allgood.
He's actually.
So he
okay.
said I said all because it's his last name.
I thought, I'm so glad. I thought you might say it's
I don't
actually
think
been a rough
Kat picked up
couple
on
of
it.
years.
Last name and it fit in
there
the
wasn't a
sentence.
massive laughter there, so that's
That's fine.
probably a delay. That's
Maybe
all
our
good.
mic was off. I don't know.
I don't know.
that's fine.
Hooker.
Hooker. Now, is he the most handsome hooker of all time? I could hear arguments. Be very hard to push against. Desmond Hasler.
Oh, Desi. I didn't realise he was a St. Greg's boy.
St. Dom's.
Hughes. Oh, St. Dom's, sorry. Yeah, you got me confused.
Tell you what, he couldn't look more like he just was born out of a swell at Manly. You know what I mean? They just
Yes.
crawled up onto the rocks one day. Off a left-hander.
Have you heard all the stories about him like back in his career? Like he was like a fitness junkie, right?
Yeah.
I got stories of him like on the way to play first grade and he was stuck in traffic. So he'd pull up and get out a heap of cones on the side of the road and start running burpees and Malcolms and like freak.
Yeah, right. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. 1 in a million cat, Desi Hasler.
Far out.
Special stuff. I love that. Back row. Who's on the edges?
On the edges, I've gone for Clay Priest.
Ooh, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah.
Canberra
I,
Raiders.
Canberra Raiders, yep.
Yeah.
I remember his name mainly from Rugby League Live 4.
Yes.
Canberra Raiders, but you could also get him at the Bulldogs.
Okay.
So he played 39 games. I don't know, after 2018, he was announced to be leaving the Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he did after that. There's no Super League.
I think Clay
form
Priest
or-
played with Azza. The
Yeah.
Dogs. I think they were in the same. I think they might have been the back rowers at one stage.
Is Clay Priest getting around in Group 6 or Ron Massey or something still? Because I think he's of the age
Yeah.
where,
Is he playing for the Dubbo Kimes? I don't know.
yeah. He could be a Kime guy. Could be a big Kime guy, like all of us. And we've all moved on,
I
which
know
is
it's the
fantastic.
Sims. Don't shit down my throat. Thank you.
I was understandably rinsed for that.
Good. There was another suburb. Was it Marimbula or
No, up in Queensland.
Yeah.
No, Wynham.
Wynham? Yeah, that was good. I knew
Wynham.
live you'd fuck that up too, but I thought I'll let the Vultures take care of that.
Yeah, well, the Vultures came, don't you worry about that. As they should. Keep me honest.
Lock forward.
Up front, we've
But
got
who was it? Priest and
Maverick Guy.
Maverick. Huge. MG.
He looks like someone, I didn't see heaps of his junior footy, but he looks like someone who would have been an absolute fucking nightmare.
I think so.
I think he would have looked similar to how he does now at 13.
Yeah,
That's the
I think he
vibe
would have been
get.
in the Luca Moretti sort of mould of.
That's the vibe I get.
Yes, exact same. Yeah.
Yeah, and if someone was getting lippy on the field or like, imagine like, you would have seen it. You've coached a lot of footy. Like, if your dads get carried away on the sideline, carry on like dickheads, for lack of a better term.
Yes.
Imagine carrying on like a dickhead and you're yelling out at Maverick Guy and then you realise who his dad is.
Yeah.
Start planning your own funeral.
I also think if you're going to yell at a kid named Maverick, you're probably asking for trouble.
Yeah. Also, if I walked into like an accounting firm and my accountant's name was Maverick, probably going elsewhere.
I'd be
that,
nervous.
that might sound unfair,
Yes.
but I think he was
Yeah,
put on this
yeah.
planet to play rugby league.
I think so. I think it's very fair.
Now, at 13, your mate.
Do you think MG sat there and went, I need a name that starts with M?
Yes. And I
And
think
you
he was
think
like,
he settled on Maverick?
yeah, I think he might be a massive Top Gun guy, potentially.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
okay.
say.
And I think maybe he's like Top Gun or want it to be an MG.
Goose Guy wouldn't have been as good, would it?
Well, yeah, Goose Guy. The double
Wouldn't have
G.
hit,
No,
yeah.
no, not as much. He wouldn't have played rugby league. He would have been probably like
That's your account.
one of those guys who dresses up at a kids' party sort of thing. I mean, that's a Goose Guy. But yeah, I think that's how you got to the name Maverick.
You happy with that one or
What?
the Goose Guy?
What? Dressing up as
Yeah.
a kid? Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think so.
If you're happy with it, I'm happy to play on.
I mean, obviously, if his name's Sporticus or something, it'd be more obvious. But
Lock forward.
just quickly, way happier with that than being an accountant called Goose.
Yeah, I thought I got away with it. As soon as I said it, I wanted to take it back, but then I thought no one picked up on it. But I'm
trying to
keep me
deflect.
honest as well. Thank
Trying
you.
to
I appreciate
deflect
that.
me.
No, I deserve that. That's very fair. Lock forward.
Brad Fittler.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah, you give me any dream team or anything and Freddie's in the 13, I go, I don't care about the other 12. You won.
Yeah. Normally a massive ode to who the halves are if he's playing 13. I also think you could argue that he did play his best footy at 13, and I would sit down for that argument.
Yeah, I could hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he played first grade when he was at Doms.
Yeah.
Oh, there's stories of like, I think there was some story about like a helicopter landed at lunchtime or something, there was some wild stories of him because he played like 3 or 4 terms of first grade when he was at school.
There's a mad interview of him in the
Yes.
schoolyard. It's
Yep.
fucking hilarious. Like,
Unbelievable.
Imagine rocking up to period 4.
Yep.
You're like, just got to leave early, miss. I got NRL.
Yeah. Over the loudspeaker. yeah.
yeah. Rock up. I'm in
Fucking
trouble.
hectic.
It's the coach. That's mad.
It's Phil
So
Gould.
fucking sick.
Unreal.
get
Was
into
there any other guys? I haven't even looked at the list. Was there any other like honourable mentions or anything, or was that just our best 13?
I've just gone pretty ruthless with, like, I've got some guys on the bench for you.
Yeah.
So we could throw them as honourable mentions if you want.
Yeah, who you got?
I've got Blakey Austin there.
Oh,
Pretty honourable mention.
friend of the show. Good man.
Great
Yep.
friend of the show. Jordan Grant.
Jordan Grant.
Remember Jordan Grant?
No, not ringing a bell for me.
Panthers.
Not really. I remember Tim Grant.
Yeah, right. No, Jordan Grant, yeah.
How long ago was Jordan Grant playing?
That would have been, I would say, I want to guess, like late. Here we
Late
go.
2000s or?
Actually, way more recent.
Yeah, okay.
He's 31.
He's my age. Yeah, right.
Yeah, but he played as a prop for the Storm until the end of 2023. So I think he ended up with about, I want to say, 7 games.
Played for the Indigenous All-Stars in 2024.
And Serbia in 2016.
Serbia, yeah, huge.
I really liked these sort of picks, and I think that the more we try and pad out sides, I think
Yeah.
we get a lot of these guys. And I love the fact that they're going to get some flowers here.
Grant, he played for the Mackay Cutters in the Queensland Cup. His roommates, Aaron Booth and Nico Hines.
Yes,
He's lived a life.
I love that. Yeah, so
Yeah, I like. Geez, you've stumped me there. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Who else is coming off the pine?
Mason Teague, you mentioned him earlier,
yes. Yeah, I love Mason Teague.
and Zach Sini. Is it Sini?
Zach Sini.
Yeah, is that how you pronounce Sini? His
Yeah,
last
yeah,
name?
the Cougar.
Yeah, the Cougar. Yeah.
How
I
good.
think it should be Cheney, but it's not.
Zach Cheney. Zach Cheney.
Zach Cheney.
If said correctly,
Aaron Cheney.
Aaron Cheney.
His brother.
Was it Cheney or Cheney? What did everyone call?
I think
they
said
said
Sini.
Cheney.
but it's meant to be Cheney, is it?
I think so. It's an Italian name.
Yeah, right.
Coach,
Yeah, who you got?
Timothy Shanes.
Timothy Sheens. Very good.
So pretty good side.
Fucking
What do you
pretty
think
good
about
side. Is that? Do you think that'll be the top dog? Surely, like the Westfield Sports of the world.
I'm keen to dive
and-
into Westfield Endeavour.
Yes.
I'm keen to dive into
College of Knowledge.
We said Greg's before. And also, the best bit about this, like, I'm sure there's fucking people that I've completely just gone over here and missed.
Yes, yeah,
So
yeah.
if you're around the Dom space and I've forgotten someone or I've named someone that I shouldn't have because there's someone else,
Yeah.
let us know because I want to refine these sides as best I can.
Yeah, I like that. Very good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I think people will enjoy that out there.
I think so. And yeah, shout out to Mason Teague. I really enjoyed that you brought him up before organically because I was like,
Yes.
he's in this football side that we're going to talk about later. And I thought it was super niche, but that just shows your depth of knowledge. It's a
Fantastic.
credit to you and your family.
Yeah. Can we do Westfield Sports next week?
Yeah, let's do Westfield Sports.
And then I wouldn't mind doing a Maddo Sports as well.
Maddo Sports could be cool.
I think Maddo's fallen off the cliff a little bit in the last 10 years or so. I think most of the kids that were going there are now going to the private schools. But
Yes.
I remember when I was a kid, Maddo was... I remember watching a team with like Boyd Cordner, Adam Reynolds, Ben Jones. Remember Ben Jones?
Yes.
Like when you used to watch that Maddo team, it was Ben Jones and Adam Reynolds.
The Ginger Ninja.
He was a freak.
Was he was the 6, I imagine.
I think so, but mate, he was like at that age, my memory anyway, he was so much better than Adam Reynolds. He was a fucking prodigy at one stage, Ben Jones, and it just played first grade at the Roosters.
Yeah, played for the Sharks.
Might have gone to like a Penrith, maybe
Yeah, potentially.
a Penrith. I think Benny Jones.
Did he end up in the Super League, you reckon?
Maybe he played a lot of footy for Newtown as well. I remember Ben Jones.
Just a heads up, if you're ever someone who wants to Google Ben Jones, put NRL in after.
It gets very
There's fucking
confusing.
heaps of them. He's from Orange.
Yes.
Please tell me that he's a con. Yeah. Doesn't say where his junior club was. He actually ended up at the Cows.
Cows, that's it.
Also
Yes.
played Autumn Div 1 Oztag in 2009. Played one game for the Prime Minister's 13, which is exciting.
Huge, yeah. I actually think he's actually teaching at Maddo now.
Is he?
I think he might be an alumni that's gone back.
That would be sick.
Got a feeling. I could be wrong.
I'm
but
so annoyed.
I feel
it
like
doesn't say
last time I mentioned him on the podcast, someone pulled me up on the street one day and gave me a fill-in of what Benny Jones was up to.
that. Was he a climb as well? Let us know.
I love that you're doubling down on this.
You can die on that hill.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. That us.
That's us.
I think we're done. Thanks for joining us once again, guys. Send in all of your thoughts on the St. Dom's best 17 and any players that missed out or anything. Send them directly to Tom. Do not
Yes.
send them to me.
Send them to both
Tom.
of us. Email Guru.
Send them to Tom. Send them to Kat if you'd like to. I
No,
should
don't
be
send
very
them to me.
interested. And fuck, send them to Timmy too. Let Timmy won't
I
even know what
think
you're talking
just
about.
send them all to Timmy.
Send them all. Actually,
Just
you know
keep
what?
it
Send them all to
centralised.
Timmy. And if you could just copy and paste the team and send it to me anyway, and just
You know
just
what?
let him be confused.
Send them to Dennett.
Don't send him to Denham. I'll never hear the fucking end of that. My
But can
God.
you
Send him
also,
to Tim.
this is separate to what we were just talking about, can you go through and find your favourite photo of a New South Wales Origin victory and please DM it to Donnie Watkin?
Yeah, I'd actually thoroughly appreciate
Yeah,
that.
please do that. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, because Donny lost Origin and then his phone didn't work for like 12 hours, which was weird.
If you want to talk about like a little play at content aging like an absolute bag of dicks,
Yes, let's do it.
yeah, unfortunately for Donald, he had a crack, and you can never fault someone for having a crack. Like, I took a photo of Guru holding an Aperol. It wasn't his Aperol, but I thought it was funny.
It's
And I-
mine.
yes, it was Cat's Aperol.
I love an Aperol, by the way.
Me too.
They're mad.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
But it was Cats for what it's
It
worth.
was Cat's. It wasn't Guru's in this instance. And I sent a photo to Donnie as a joke saying, "Oh, you wouldn't see a Queenslander having an Aperol." Obviously joking. Anyway, he made a reel about it, clipped it up, and shared it to his story. Anyway, after the game, well, actually during the game when we were up about 18-0, and I sort of thought about, just hold fire here. We've seen this movie before, but I wanted to go and check if it was up so that I could get ready to respond to it when we pounded them and won the decider. It wasn't up anymore.
Coward, fucking bitch. What a dog.
So please send him photos of Aaron Woods diving in the air, Hainsey running a dead, whatever your flavour is. DM
Hodkinson
straight to him.
dumbing and going. All the good stuff.
Do your top 5 if you want. Do them separately at weird hours.
Each day. I love that. Fuck you, Donny. It's been a pleasure, as always.
Yeah,
We'll be back here same time next week.
yes we will.
And we'll be going through the Westfield Sports High, led by the one and only Bryce Cartwright.
Schoolboy Immortal.
Schoolboy Immortal.
We should do our Schoolboy Immortals at some point.
I'm very keen. I also really want to do there's a few ideas we need to get through. There's I really want to do the Horcruxes of rugby league. I think
Yes,
that'll be very
that'll be
fun for
unreal.
each club.
That'll be so good.
And I'm also very keen on the NRL mascots, ranking them 1 to 17.
Yes.
And I can't wait to see what the PNG chief looks like now I think about it.
I might send some DMs and see if we can get you dressed up as mascots at different points towards the back in the year.
I'm open to it.
Leave it with me.
I'm open to it. We're done. We'll see you next week.